Commodore basketball is next.
Let's go!
Montez Davis up and over and lays it in. Juwan Jones from Meriden. Aranis with a block. How about that? This is Kelly. Got it.
The best part about my game is my athleticism.
Best part about my game is my athletic ability. It's overwhelming and I love playing above the rim.
The best part about my game is my toughness. I get in you.
The best part about my game is how good I look when I score.
Jake Schultz with a beautiful baseline drive. Swain with a shot that could bring rain. And welcome inside the warm confines, although it's not that warm in here tonight. I think they're blowing air conditioning out of these boxes in the ceiling. It's actually cold in here tonight. Not as cold as it is outside, but there you get a good look at Coach Marty Eggleston and his Commodore basketball team. The men of Lorain County Community College looking for their 14th win on the season. But before we get to that, we're going to pause for our national anthem.
This practice goes forth by refraining from outbursts directed at the opposing team or officials and have a positive experience of the game today.
Ron Janssen, Hannah Olstrom with us tonight. Hannah, the point guard on the women's team, the victorious women's team, joining us tonight at least for the first half. We'll see how long Hannah can stay before she's got to go home and do her homework. Malik Evans, a starter, number 1 for Columbus State, the sophomore guard out of Mifflin High School in Columbus. Corey Baker, a freshman out of North High School in Pickerington. Sean Hawkins, number 11 from Hughes High School in Cincinnati. Number 23, Jeremiah Green, a 6'3" freshman forward from South High School in Columbus. And then rounding out the top 5 for Columbus State, starting number 25, Keyshawn Underwood, a 6'4" freshman guard forward from Zanesville High School in Zanesville. Ed Thompson, the head basketball coach of the Columbus State Cougars. They are 12-7 on the season, 9-3 in conference play. Taking a look at Marty Eggleston and his Commodore men's team. Starters will go like this. Thomas Aranis, the 6' sophomore guard from North Ridgeville High School. Thomas averaging 18 points per game. Justin Newman, the leading scorer on the team, averaging 19 from Taft High School out of Cincinnati, 6'2" sophomore guard. Drew Nelson will run the point tonight. The first-year player out of Strongsville High School. Drew averaging 9 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, the 5'11" freshman guard. This is Jovan Jones, the big man in the middle. He'll be joined by Niger Hodges, the other point guard. 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists for Hodges, the 6'2" freshman guard from Mount Pleasant High School in Wilmington, Delaware.
Sorry.
And then Jovan Jones from Elyria, First Baptist Christian School. Hannah Olstrom is on headset. She's ready to go. They've taken the ice bag off your left shoulder. Hannah, of course, one of the talented players on the women's team. Hannah, first of all, congratulations. Your 3rd win in 4 games.
Thank you, thank you.
12-13 on the season, 6-6 in conference play. That's a school record, 6 wins in conference play.
Oh yeah, coach has definitely made that noticeable for us.
You're doing a great job. We're happy to have you here. We just want you to have a basketball conversation as this goes along. Remember, speak loud and proud, and you and I will just have some fun as the Commodores are set to play some defense. They start in a zone. They've been playing a lot of zone in the second half of this season. Coach Eggleston has switched his defensive look. Columbus State with a rebound make on a miss. That's Sean Hawkins with the first basket of the night. Hannah, do you get a chance to watch the men's team much? I mean, you guys have just played your game. A lot of times you're still in the locker room when this game starts. That's Jones on the break. But your thoughts on the men's team this year?
Well, for the most part, I try to stay and watch at least half the game if I can. I feel like they started out really strong in the beginning of the season. I don't really know what's happened the past couple of games. They've, gone into a little bit of a slump, but hopefully they can pull it together before we go into our playoffs.
That's what it's all about, finishing strong, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's Corey Baker with 2. You guys are finishing strong right now. You're on a roll. You knock off Clark State here at home. You knock off Columbus State, who had beaten you by 22 the last time you played. You beat Tri-C a week ago for only the 3rd time in the history of that matchup. What's the confidence level like right now, Hannah, for that women's basketball team?
I feel like us playing as a team really has helped us, build our confidence. Before, in the beginning of the season, everybody wanted to be the person to get 20, the person with the most points. And I really feel like we had a little bit of a talk halfway between and said, hey, this is what we have to do. We got to play as a team. And that's really what we're doing now, because our end goal is to go to nationals, and that's what we want. And so now that we're on the same page, I feel like we're doing a lot better and more confident as a team.
Commodores shared the basketball nicely on that break. Jones finished it with the tip, and then Jovan starts this one with a rebound. Here comes Drew Nelson the other way. Drew quickly with the left hand. Right-handed layup won't go. Newman almost got it, did not. Here come the Cougars. Fast pace to start this basketball game. Pulling up at the foul line and missing is Keyshawn Underwood. Niger Hodges with it, left side, crossover, floater, won't go. Is this the type of pace do you think that the men's team likes to play at, Hannah? You guys played at a pace like this at the beginning of the women's game. I don't think I've ever seen the Commodore women play at that quick pace.
Yeah, well, the boys, boys always play at a fast pace. They're much more, the boys team here is much more conditioned than we are as a women's team. They have more of a bench, but we feel like if we push the ball up the floor and get it up quick, we feel like we can get a better shot, sometimes an easy layup, and that's what we need.
Well, there was an easy layup that was missed. Jeremiah Green got the inside pass, did not have a defender on him, and just missed the bunny. Game's tied early. 2.5 minutes gone in this opening half. Sean Hawkins with 4. Columbus State trying to win their 10th game in conference play. They're 9-3 as the season is midway through February. Newman will back it back out. Dribble in. Ball was stripped. Evans ahead. And with the thunder dunk is Sean Hawkins. He's got 6 of the opening 8 for Columbus State. How important is the first 5 minutes of any basketball game, Hannah?
Oh, it's very important, and we've definitely made that. We've definitely realized that when we come out and play. If a team goes out on a run and you get down early, you can really lose your confidence going into the game.
Columbus State on a run here in the first 3.5 minutes. Whistle and a foul on the floor. Fouls on Drew Nelson. That is Drew's first. Coach Eggleston wants a timeout. It is a 30-second timeout. And we're going to take one too. We'll be back. Doing great.
At Lorain County Community College, we start early. We have goals. We have plans. We all have a dream that started with a story. Start your education. Start your training. Start your story. We will be prepared for jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College. Start your story today.
These two teams played each other down in Columbus on the 16th of January. Newman and Haranis and Nelson with a steal. Lob to Justin. Timing was a little bit off. Here come the Cougars the other way. Quickly down the floor, and they answer that with a layup themselves. Corey Baker has 4. 2 players in the books for the Cougars of Columbus, Baker and Hawkins, and they total to 10. In that game on January 16th, Columbus State knocked off Lorain County Community College by 21, 87-66. Rebounding was a key in that game for Columbus State, a strength of theirs that they used to their advantage. And I was talking to Drew Nelson about this again, Columbus State on the break. Commodores having a hard time getting back on transition defense. That gym at Columbus State's a little bit different, isn't it? It's smaller, it's
Oh yeah, you kind of feel like you're in a basement or a little bit of a dungeon, is what we joke around saying when the girls ask what type of gym. It's really small, and there's a wall right on the other side of the gym, and so it just feels like you're enclosed, and it kind of messes with you a little bit, and the lighting is really off and dark. But
so it plays into the hands of the home team, though.
oh yeah, they're definitely used to it, and it definitely throws you off as an away team coming into that gym.
And looking at it from the men's game perspective, when you've got guys on the floor who are 6'5", 6'7", 6'9", the court, I'm told by Drew, is not regulation length. So like the top of the key is closer to half court than it is. So you got guys with long arms playing a zone defense on a small court. It's a game changer. That's Newman with the floater. Commodores down 6 early. Pull-up 18-footer, Justin Newman leads the break. Justin with some razzle-dazzle on the dribbling. Haranis for 3. Thomas, top of the backboard, and that's out of bounds. Boy, he has had a great year, Hannah. You know, you're a good shooter, 3-point shooter. Thomas leads the team. He's got 74 3-point shots this year.
Wow,
he's shooting 48% from the 3-point line. That's better than most people shoot from inside 12 feet.
I think he's come out a lot of his shell this year, because last year he kind of was in, a shadow of Kevin Kelly, who was one of their shooters as well. And I feel like now that he's a sophomore, he's really stepped up in his position as a shooter.
Second and third chance opportunities missed by Columbus State. Defense in the backcourt, but Haranis controls. Here's another shooter, Marsh, back to his teammate, Thomas Haranis. Jacob kept it alive. Newman's shot will go, and he'll look for the 3-point play. Fouls on Austin Bennett. That is his first. Newman with 4. He'll look for 5 at the foul line. Justin on the season 62% from the foul line. Commodores on a little run here. They were down 8 at 12-4. Newman makes this free throw. They've gone on a 4-0 run. Down 4. 6 minutes gone, opening half. Commodores trying to win their 5th game in conference play this year against 8 losses. Jacob Marsh chases the loose ball. Here comes Hodges. Nice year the other way. David Cedeno Martel now in the game. Have you spoken Spanish with David? Did you take Spanish at Avon Lake High School?
I did, but only for a few years.
So how much of it do you actually remember, Hannah? Can you carry on a conversation with David Cedeno Martel from Spain?
I cannot. But I try my best. I talk to him as much as I can when I see him at school.
Marsh with defense, good one. Newman fights for it, does not get it. Cougars keep it. It's Baker off to his teammate Bennett.
Ooh.
Justin Newman stepping in the passing lane. Here he comes. Newman in the middle, looking left, looking right. He's going to shoot free throws. It's David Cedeno Martel. So if he asked you, Hannah, to count to 10 in Spanish, could you still do that?
I could do that.
I could do that. I could even ask you what your name is. ¿Cómo se llama?
Hannah. Me llamo
Me
Hannah.
llamo Hannah, yes. It's been a long time since I took Spanish class in high school. Boy, you know, one of my favorite memories of this season, I think, Hannah, was when David's mom and dad were in the gym from Spain. They hadn't seen David in 6 months. They were here for 11 days. And in the first game that they saw him, he scored 11 points that included, let's see, 2 threes, 3 threes. No, maybe it was 12 points with 4 threes. He made every shot he took in front of his mom and dad, including shots in the end of the game that were difference makers in the game. And it was magical. And you know, as a shooter, when you get in that kind of, I don't know, that flow where every shot you take seems to be going in, it's just something, isn't it?
Oh, it's a great feeling. You know, you feel kind of unstoppable, like any shot you take will just go in.
Like that one. Keyshawn Underwood. Cougars up 6. This is Martel, David Cedeno with a nice pass to Jovan Jones. Jones is going to shoot free throws. With a give and the go, the backdoor cut.
Cougar fouls on number 25, Keyshawn Underwood. His second.
It's about knowing your teammate, that type of play, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely posting a guard right there.
So look from our camera that's mounted to the back of that backboard. You know, Hannah, if you go up and thunder dunk it and break the backboard in one of the 2 remaining home games, we'll actually have video of it because we have a camera, you know, on the glass. What do you think the odds are of you actually doing that?
You know, the odds are pretty high if I work on my hops a little bit.
Hannah at 5'2", you average 5 rebounds per game. I remark about it frequently because I think it's fantastic at your height that you are able to get in there. You had 8 tonight. 3rd on the team in rebounding. Rowe had 11, Marquita had 10, and you had 8. What's the key to your rebounding? Why have you been so successful inside?
You know, my AAU coach has always told me that a long shot's going to cause a long rebound, and I feel like when I play up at the top and that 2-3, I always know that they're going to get a long rebound on those long shots I take. So I found the girl closest to me and I box out, and I feel like boxing out is definitely a key to a good rebound.
Well, it's been successful. It's Newman with the layup. Newman's got 7 of the 11. Derek Yankee now in the game, post player from Oberlin, 6'8", first-year player. David wears number 25. Shot at the shot clock, did not draw iron. That's a violation. Commodores will get it. You look at Lorain County Community College coming into this game. They're trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. They lost to Tri-C 89-76, lost to Clark State, both of those games here in the Ewing Activity Center. And then they went on the road and took on Sinclair. Always tough to go on the road and especially tough to play Sinclair. It was 92-68, so the Commodores trying to find their way again. They had won 3 games in a row before they lost 3. That's Yankee, corner for 3. Cougars lost it. Commodores will have it. Hannah, how much does either the success or struggle play on the minds of an athlete? Like if you're on a 3-game win streak, how good are you feeling?
Well, right now I can tell you our team is feeling really good. LC's women's team has always had a struggle with finding players and even, getting all those wins that they deserve. But this year we've really kind of locked in the last couple games, and the winning has just made it all that better. I feel like after a couple wins, we only want more, so that will just motivate us to do even better in our games to come.
And then on the flip side, how important is it to stay even when you're on that 3-game losing streak, as Malik Evans has hit 2 in a row, or a 4-game losing streak, or golly forbid, a 8-game losing streak?
Yeah, it's hard, but you got to stay focused, because if you get in your head, you're going to keep losing, then that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to lose. So when we went through that little bit of a slump, we had a nice little talk, and we said this is what we have to fix as a team, and we had to stay focused and stay motivated, and that's what got us our wins here in the past couple games that we've been.
Marsh hit his 52nd 3 of the season. Commodores needed it. They were down 10. Columbus State with a rebound. Marsh with a block. But the Cougars got the follow. Corey Baker with the bucket. He's got 8. There is a 60-second timeout on the floor. We're going to take a 60-second look at the point guard of the Commodores, Andrew Nelson.
I start at 6 a.m. It's very tough, and it's still dark outside. You have to turn it on. If you go in practice still tired, then coaches are just going to chew you up for it. I'm Andrew Nelson. Basketball is a place where I can just go when I have problems and everything just goes away. I just love it. It's my stress reliever. I dropped out of high school to take care of my mom. She suffered from a stroke. It's always been me and my mom. All throughout high school, I never had anything lower than a 30.0. It was very painful. I cried a lot. I just thought if I didn't go to school, I was just going to be some screw up. She's better now, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. I'm extremely proud of myself. I just feel like I can do so much more after overcoming those huge obstacles. School's fun, and I want to be a teacher for elementary school kids. That's my story.
There's a look at Andrew Nelson, the first-year player out of Strongsville. Hannah, we got up at like 4:30 in the morning to meet Andrew here on campus at 5:30 as he was walking in for 2-a-day practices that would start at 6 a.m. If we got up and met you here at 5:30 in the morning, would you be here to meet us, or would you still be sleeping?
I would definitely come here and have practice in the morning. Me and Ro were actually talking about this the other day. We wouldn't mind coming in and getting shots up before class, but...
What time's your first class?
My first class starts at 8:30.
8:30. So you could get here at 7:30 and get some shots up.
Oh, yeah.
No need to get up real early, especially in the wintertime. Everything's cold and dark. This is Haranis. Shot was blocked. Thomas will keep it. Marsh, he's already made 1. Count it for 2. Jacob Marsh with 6. You can hear in the background there the public address announcer here at the Ewing Activities Center, Brandon Miller. Shot partially blocked. Cougars with another look. It's Najir Hodges that controls it for Lorain County Community College. Hodges, hesitation, little spin, fade away won't go. Comes Corey Baker the other way. Baker to a cutter, and that's Austin Bennett. Quickly lays it up, lays it in. (27-17). Columbus State on the season and outscores their opponents by an average of 10 points per game. 82-72 is their average win total. They're up 10 right now. Isaiah Linder and Thomas Saranas with some much needed defense. Foul will go against Isaiah Linder. Hannah, a week ago, your family was here to join you at midcourt to be honored as one of our 2 second-year players. How was that moment for you?
Oh, it was great. You know, I have a lot of support from my family, and I love seeing them here in the stands while I'm playing.
Your mom and dad are always here. Your brother even made an appearance at that game.
Yeah, you know, my brother did make an appearance. I don't know if my mom bribed him or what, but he was here, and that was nice to see.
This is Charles Aiden at the foul line. You and Taisha Sane, the only 2 second-year players on the team this year. Your plans, Hannah, next, or to do what?
My plans right now are to graduate LC with my associates, and at the end of the summer I'll graduate, and in the fall I'll be heading to Ursuline. And I'm excited for that. I'm going to pursue my education.
Elementary ed, is that what you're studying?
Yes, I am.
It's Jovan Jones inside. He'll look for a 3-point play. Foul is on number 11. That's Sean Hawkins. That's Sean's first. So Jones gets the hoop. He's got 6. He'll look for his 7th point at the free throw line. In elementary education, K through 6 licensure, you like to teach the real young ones, or if you had your choice right now, what would it be?
Well, if I had, you know, any choice right now, I would like to do 1st grade. I'm actually going to go into Ursuline's 4+1 program and end up with my master's after 5 years of college, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Your associate degree here will be Associate of Arts. Graduate May 16th is commencement.
Well, for me, I was a little bit behind, so I have a few summer classes to catch up.
So you have a couple in the summer?
Yes.
Well, you know what? It's good for you. Keeps you up early, not sleeping in the summertime. Travel. Sean Hawkins traveled with the basketball. Commodores down 8. 13 minutes, 6 seconds gone in this opening half. Drew Nelson with a quick first step. Did you ever find yourself talking to Drew or Niger about point guard stuff? You know, you all are ball handlers and trying to set your teammates up. You guys ever share thoughts or ideas, or do you watch Drew's game and pick up something that maybe you can use in yours?
Oh, I enjoy watching Drew play. He has a really good eye for the court. He sees his teammates, but he also knows when to take it in at the right times.
On the break, shot was missed by Uchenna Nui-Nigwe. Foul's on the floor. Foul again on Sean Hawkins. That's Sean's 2nd. Hawkins from Hughes High School in Cincinnati. Najir Hodges will check back in the game. Jacob Marshall take a seat. Jacob was good. 6 points, 2 threes. 2 Cougars in, Corey Baker in, along with Matthew Stone. Stone in his first action tonight from Harding High School in Marion. He'll get Jovan Jones duty. This is Jovan with the basketball. Jovan right at the new defender and lost the ball out of bounds. I think Niger thought Jovan was going to go up and shoot it, and Jovan thought he was going to pass it off to Niger on the baseline, and that turned into a turnover. Hannah, what has been your favorite part about playing college basketball in 2 years?
My favorite part has really been meeting all new people. I love meeting new people and talking to everybody, but I also love that it's really taught me a lot about myself that I never knew that I had before. Like time management, it's a lot, you know, fitting in 22 credits a semester with practice and away games. it's just been a really fun experience and something a lot of people can't say they've done.
You were taking 22 credits this semester?
I am. Yes, I am.
Wow.
It's busy, but you know, it keeps me going. It keeps me alert. It keeps me there. I'm here a lot, so I'm able to get in shots during my classes, which is a nice opportunity for me.
A year ago, Hannah set the school all-time record for three-point shots made in a single season. I don't remember the exact total. What is it, Hannah? What's the record that you set last year, total-wise? Do you know the number of shots that you made?
I believe the record was 75, and I think I had 80 or something around there. I'm not sure exact numbers.
The block shot by Hodges. Jones disrupted a shot inside, then Jovan blocked it. Cougars will keep it. Corey Baker got the shot blocked, went off Jones' hand. And I'll say this, Hannah, because you don't have to. You sacrificed for your team this year. You, the school record holder with 83s a year ago, made this year. Early in the season, they needed you to play point guard. And you took over those duties, and when you're the point guard, you're no longer shooting as much as you used to, because your job as a point guard is to get your teammates involved, set them up for open looks and easy shots, and as good teammates do, you took on that added duty, that new wrinkle in your basketball skills, and did a great job of it. And that meant giving up, scoring.
Yeah, a lot of people have asked me that. They hear my name and they're like, oh, wow, you set a record for threes. But it really doesn't bother me at the end of the day, because I'm glad that I have a team that I can count on. And I love seeing my teammates succeed. Like tonight, Ty had 20 points, and that made me happy that, we're really working together as a team. Granted, I wish I could be shooting more threes, but if my team is going to get a win with everyone contributing, then that's what we have to do. And so I feel like that's helping out my game a little more by forcing me to drive a little bit more and use my other skills that I really didn't use too much last year.
Speaking of driving, Drew Nelson with strength on that drive, muscled through and scored his second basket. And you don't look now, but the Commodores are back within 2 possessions. It's a 4-point game. Matthew Stone. Haranis with a fadeaway. Hannah, how important was that for Thomas to make that shot after missing his first 3?
That was good. I think that's going to warm him up now come the second half and get him looks at the 3-point line that he was kind of missing before.
As a shooter, if you open the game missing your first couple of shots, what's your mindset?
I always think, I have to take a step back, maybe try to get to the line and get a couple foul shots in to get my form going, and after that, put a few more up. And if they're not going in, I kind of got to take a step back and give myself time to warm up in the game.
It's an interesting angle about trying to get yourself to the line to use those free throws as, getting yourself into that flow. Haranis with a tip, going to lead Drew Nelson on the break. Drew with a left-handed look that did not go. He'll get it back. Newman, wide open, 3. Missed it short. Would you rather have a hand in your face when you're shooting or a wide open look?
I feel like a wide open look, I think about it a little too much. When there's a hand in my face, I kind of just let it go and let it fly, and it kind of goes in.
I think most would agree with that assessment. There is a timeout on the floor. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll take one too. We'll be back.
At Lorain County Community College, we start with a purpose. We have responsibilities. We have challenges. We have experience. We all have a dream that started with a story. Start a new journey. Start a new career. Start your story. We will be prepared for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College. Start your story today.
During that timeout, talking to Hannah about her Time management, handling 22 credit hours this semester while playing a college-level sport. Nelson ball stripped. Haranas keeps it. Commodores down 6, down 4, 32-28. Thomas, a little out of rhythm. Jones with it. Now it's Hodges with a fresh 30. Approaching the 2-minute mark, left to play opening half. Lorain County Community College trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Columbus State falling into that zone defense. Thomas will shoot over it.
There goes Tom. I think he shoots a lot better with somebody in his face than the wide open shot. He thinks about it a little too much, and there he kind of just let it fly in there, and that went in.
Haranas with 75 threes on the season. Shooting at nearly 50% from outside that three-point line. Shot blocked. Haranas blocks it. Nelson eyes up. Thomas again. He's got 8.
A couple of those little 18-footer shots really set him up for that 3 points that he needed.
You are exactly right. That is exactly what happened. He hit a couple of those shorter shots after missing 3 in a row long range, and he has found his rhythm. Inside a minute left, steal. Hodges to Jones. Comes Drew Nelson with it. Sees Haranas left. Thomas shoots it. Made it. 3 in a row.
And that's what it's like, you know, when you're a shooter and you just keep making all your shots, you feel like you can't miss anything. And Tom has definitely made that clear in the last 30 seconds.
Commodores take a charge. Fouls on Aiden. Crowd's getting into it. I asked Drew Nelson. Drew was sitting in your chair during the women's game opening half. It's fitting that I have another point guard with me, but I asked him as the crowd started to get loud in your game if he as a player hears the crowd when he's on the floor. And he said he really didn't. He said the only time he would hear the crowd is, he said, if the opponent was really on a roll and the crowd got going. Do you hear the crowd, Hannah? Is it part of something that enters your train of thought while you're out there in the middle of the game?
As much as I try to block out the crowd, I don't. I hear them, you know, cheering for us and rooting for us, and it really boosts our confidence, especially when we're on a run like the boys are right now. And it just gets us really excited for the rest of the game and makes us want to try our best to try to get a win.
Using it as fuel to keep the fire going. Corey Baker with the drive. He's got 10. Drew Nelson controls, fires it at the buzzer. And the Commodores and the Cougars will head into the locker room at halftime. LCCC with a 37-34 opening half lead. Hannah, you going to go home now and do your homework? Or are you going to join us for the second half?
I might join you for the second half.
All right. Well, we'll be glad to have you. You're doing a great job. We'll take an extended timeout. We've got a lot of stories to tell you and all the great things that are happening here on campus. Lorain County Community College up 3 at halftime, 37-34. We'll be back.
From the mountains to the prairies.
I started singing in church back in Cleveland, and then I sang in high school at John Marshall, and then in college at Bowling Green, and then I came to Elyria, and now I've been singing here for 26 years in the Civic Chorale. I am Charlotte Norris. How old am I? I've been around a long time. I'd rather just say that. You can guess. I didn't have to do anything special to keep my voice in shape except sing. Have I ever had to sing for my dinner? Well, no, but I've sung after my dinner. When I get on stage, I sometimes get nervous. I certainly think it's wonderful to have our community chorale here at the college.
God bless America, my home, sweet home.
My name is Ho Sok Son, and I go by Hoski.
My name is Lois Jose. I come from France.
I'm from Japan.
I'm from Pakistan.
My name is Ishak Shinuda from Egypt.
I'm from Nigeria.
I'm Muhammad Mahdi. I'm from Sierra Leone.
I'm Emeka Agbana.
I'm coaching guys from 10 different countries all across the world.
It was difficult at the beginning because we speak very different language.
I've learned how to swear in several different languages.
I really like it because everybody has different styles of play from all over the world, and then we try to mesh together. It's pretty fun.
I want my life to be pretty challenging.
I'm doing the partnership program with Toledo. I'm studying computer science engineering.
I want to be a physical therapist in the United States.
We never had this chance in Egypt.
Sports teaches that we can all just have fun with one thing. We can all reunite, not think about race or anything. I'm really glad I'm part of it.
Hi, my name is Sheridora Washington. I am a mother of a teenage daughter and a son that is 22. I'm a person that's trying to better myself so I can provide for my family. I left my husband, I lost my vehicle, I was on unemployment. My unemployment was running out and I was horrified of what I would do. I was coming out of Ohio Workforce first and I looked down and the MEMS program flyer was there. Tiny little chips, tiny little transformers. I get to do dicing, I get to do wire bonding, I get to do building of circuits. It was a gift that I'm here. I drove by this college many of times. I thought, wouldn't that be cool to go to school? And here I am. I am here. And I'm almost done, 2 more semesters. But I'm proud of my daughter. She started high school on the early college here. I'm just a proud mom. I'm proud that she can follow my footsteps and that we don't ever have to go back to from which we came.
My country means everything to me. My great-grandparents came here from Poland and Ireland and Italy looking for a better life. I'm Philip Miranda. I'm from LaGrange, and I feel, I guess, the same desire to try to better this country for my kids and future generations. I'm thrilled to be going to West Point because I've always wanted to be in the military. I got a phone call from Congressman Gibbs and he said, "Congratulations, you've been accepted into one of the most exclusive schools in the country." I want to go into the infantry. Once you graduate, you're an officer, so I would have men under my command. I ran cross country here at Lorraine County Community College and I loved it. I chose Lorraine County Community College because they offered me a trustee scholarship and that made all the difference for me in picking my school. I'm the youngest of 5. I have 3 brothers. I've been, tossed around and taking punches my whole life, so I feel like I'm well prepared to do the same thing in the Army.
At Lorraine County Community College, we start early. We have goals. We have plans. We all have a dream that started with a story. Start your education. Start your training. Start your story. We will be prepared for jobs of the future. Lorraine County Community College. Start your story today.
The history of Lorraine County Community College and Lincoln Electric goes back many years. We've got a handful of graduates from Lorraine County Community College that have worked at Lincoln Electric for more than 25 years. In the last 6 months, we've hired 3 Lorraine County Community College graduates in the Quality Assurance Departments and our Automation Division. We've got a number of employees throughout and even about 8 summer interns just this past summer. I think the reason is that we frequently discuss with the administration and then with some of the professors our needs, and I gather that they're willing to listen and adapt their programs to our needs as they change. So you'd find Lorraine County Community College graduates in all sorts of different positions, subject matter experts or general manager type positions in IT, machining, industrial maintenance, automation, research and development, metallurgy, you name it. And I think when they graduate, they're well positioned and prepared to make an immediate impact on whatever company they choose to join.
We live in a time where knowledge is very important. I am Simon Melikian. I really chased knowledge for real. I was very hungry for knowledge. I invented a visual recognition and visual guidance algorithm. What's really cool about this, it is a technology that does not need any engineering. It's self-learning. I have a lot of respect for intelligence, okay? We are putting intelligence inside a machine. Once you have intelligence inside it, it can perform very close to what a human can do and sometimes supersedes what a human can do. We just basically scratched the surface of this. Today our focus is industrial, but in the very near future probably will be in medical, and that's a very important field for us as a human being. It excites me a lot. Creating jobs, making honest living, seeing people prosper, it's very intriguing.
My story is, if I was to go back, I'm a product of Lorraine City Schools, and I come from a family that is rooted in just love and values education and values hard work. I'm Eliana Cintron. I'm currently a high school senior in the Early College High School program, and I'm graduating with my Associate of Arts, my Associate of Science, and my high school diploma. I think it's one of the most amazing opportunities of my life. My day starts with a waffle before sunrise. That's why I'll be studying with the light on in the car from my cell phone. I'm currently a paid intern hired through LCCC to work at NASA in the Material Science and Physics department. My work with Dr. Kathy Durham is working with harmful algal blooms within the Sandusky Bay region. Whenever I'm in the lab, I want to just explore. Do I sleep? It's debatable.
When I got out of high school, I enlisted in the Army. Kind of made my mind up that I wanted to get out of my small town of Elyria and see some of the world. I'm Kenneth Glenn. I wanted to go to college, but unfortunately I didn't have the funds to go. It was scary at first, but it ended up being fascinating. You know, I actually stayed in 10 years. From traveling around the world, I noticed that I'm such a blessed individual just to be born in America. After the service, I come home, and while I was here, I put in an application for the steel mill. Little did I know I was going to do 20 years out there. But right now, I am rejuvenating my life through education. I was selected as a National Dream Scholar. I am an example for people my age that's scared to go back to school to retool themselves, you know, so I like to be an advisor. You know, they say pay it forward, so I just want to pay it forward. I learned to live life smiling more than I frowned. So with that kind of attitude, when you smile, people tend to smile back at you. So yeah, I love life.
At Lorain County Community College, we start with a purpose. We have responsibilities. We have challenges. We have experience. We all have a dream that started with a story. Start a new journey. Start a new career. Start your story. We will be prepared for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College. Start your story today.
I'm a MEM student at Lorain County Community College.
Microelectronics, small-scale electronics, a bachelor's degree that's entirely based on the needs of the local industry.
It's innovating, exciting. It's taking, the country to a whole different level.
That's why I'm in this degree. You do PCB assembly, so you take components and you solder them onto a circuit board.
Having a bachelor's degree in this field means that you're guaranteed a job because of how popular it is.
It just opens up a lot of opportunities, not only for myself, but for all of us.
I had lost my job doing electrical work, which I've been doing for 17 years due to health issues, and I needed something that wouldn't be as physical.
I'm getting my education, and I have a job where I'm bringing in an income. I'm very excited. It's an opportunity that is not going to come across my plate probably ever again in my life. The bachelor degree here for the MEMS program at LCCC means everything to me and my daughter.
I'd like to be a Major League Baseball player, yes. It's one of the hardest sports out there. I'm the shortstop for Lorain County Community College. I'm Jesse Barrios. I started playing when I was probably 6 years old, and I've played every year since. Coach Frawley gave me an opportunity to play here and play shortstop, so I took it. I do drive from Worcester every day. It's about an hour commute every single day. I'm driving this far because I'm just trying to save some money before going to a four-year school. Right now, my degree is sports management. My mom homeschooled all 7 of us kids. I don't know how she did it, but she's basically a super mom. So I am the youngest of 7, actually. Yeah, we have a very big family, 2 brothers and 4 sisters. I do enjoy cutting hair. I picked up cutting hair about a couple years ago, and I have a couple clients here and there, my brothers and brothers-in-laws, and I really enjoy, cutting hair. I learned it myself, and so that's something interesting about me, I guess.
I am from Puerto Rico, and I moved to Lorraine 5 years ago. When I moved here, I did not know how to speak English. I am Juliani Soto. I help others communicate when I translate for them from English to Spanish. I like to translate for others because it makes me feel better about myself. I feel useful to others. I actually do. I like it. I am a student at Lorraine Community College studying medical assisting. And I chose the medical area because there's not really much of people who work in the area, like medical area, who speak Spanish. And there's a lot of people to come to hospitals that they don't understand English. I think knowing another language to help others is really valuable because it opens doors for jobs. 5 years ago, I would never really imagine me helping others with English because I didn't know any. So I feel really proud of myself, and there is still a lot more to learn for me.
At Lorain County Community College, we start early. We have goals. We have plans. We all have a dream that started with a story. Start your education. Start your training. Start your story. We will be prepared for jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College. Start your story today.
Guys from out of state come work those days. So whoever our assignment sends, that's who's there. Gotcha. Sometimes we try to, give it a good mixture of local guys so people don't have to travel so far. That's what happens. So, good seeing you, man.
Both teams back on the floor. We are at halftime, just about minute 45 seconds away from the start of the second half. That's a look at the Cougars of Columbus State. In that opening half for Columbus State, if we look at them statistically, their leading scorer was Corey Baker. Baker had 10 points. Sean Hawkins had 8. Malik Evans had 6. Keyshawn Underwood had 5. And then Austin Bennett had 2. Matthew Stone had 2, and Charles Aiden had 1. Columbus State from the field, 40%. They made just 1 3-pointer, only took 3 shots from outside the arc. They had 25 rebounds, 12 offensively, 13 defensively. They out-rebounded the Commodores by 7, so they owned the rebounding total. And they turned the ball over 8 times. We take a look at Lorain County Community College in the opening half. The Commodores statistically were 47% shooters from the field in that opening half as a team. Took 32 shots, made 15 of them. Made 5 3-pointers. Those 5 makes, 3 from Thomas Aranas and 2 from Jacob Marsh. Leading scorers in that opening half for the Commodores were Aranas had 11, Newman had 9, Justin Newman. Jovan Jones had 7, Jacob Marsh with those 2 threes had 6 points. And then Drew Nelson on 2 beautiful drives had 4 points. Coach Marty Eggleston, the head men's coach, and Brandon Lawler, his assistant, standing to his right, addressing the team as they ready to start this second half. There's a look at Coach Eggleston, the leader of the men's basketball program. His team 13-12 on the season, trying to win their 8th home game out of 14 contests tonight. He'll send Justin Newman, Thomas Aranas, Drew Nelson, Jovan Jones, and Niger Hodges back on the floor. Commodores, of course, in their home whites, trimmed in deep blue with Commodores across their jersey front, trimmed in gold. Hannah Olstrom joining us in the second half, as she did in the opening half. Hannah, is this your first broadcasting experience?
It is, and I'm really enjoying it tonight.
You were doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
I mean, we're glad you're a player for us, but it'd be sure fun to have you on the broadcast team. Nelson's going to shoot 2 free throws. But Hannah, you keep shooting, keep dribbling, keep passing, playing defense, grabbing rebounds. you know, we want you to finish your college career. Hopefully that continues at Ursuline.
I'm hoping. That would be great.
This is Drew Nelson at the foul line. Drew, a great free throw shooter, 73% from the foul line. Hannah, if we look at you statistically, you're exactly that, 73%. What's it take to be a good, steady free throw shooter?
Practice, practice, and more practice. And having that same form every single time, same routine. You go to the line, and you just follow through with your shot.
Hannah, you're, what, 19? How old are you?
I'm 20.
20. So do you remember Mark Price when he played for the Cavaliers? You may not. He is statistically one of the, if he is not the best free throw shooter in the history of the NBA, he is in the top 3. And I think it's like 93% from the foul line.
Wow, that is a nice number.
Point guard, number 25. During the days when there's a look at a great shooter, Thomas Aranis, on this team right now. Of course, Mark Price was the point guard for Lenny Wilkins, general manager Wayne Embry. He had guys like Brad Doherty, Larry Nance, Hot Rod Williams, Craig Elo, Ron Harper, all around him. It's a three-point game. It's a three-point game at halftime. Commodores led 37-34.
Hopefully they can keep that streak going with what they ended in that last half. With Tom shooting some threes, maybe they can work it around and get more people involved.
Boy, they really finished strong. They were down 10, Hannah, with 6:50 left in that opening half. Went on a run to close the final 7 minutes to take that three-point lead. It is all about, Aranis thought he was going to draw a foul, force that shot up. It is about finishing, isn't it? You've got to finish strong.
Oh yeah, you definitely can't go in finishing weak because the team will take advantage of that and they will run you off the floor.
I mean, you want to start well. You can't just say it's all about finishing, as I said it, but you've got to be able to finish strong. Even if you start well and you don't finish strong, you can lose momentum, lose lead, lose a game. This is Newman with it. Boy, he's in all sorts of double and triple team trouble. Gets out of it. Jovan Jones will shoot the three. Missed it short. Aranis with the rebound. Boy, the roles will reverse there. Aranis rebounding, Jones shooting the three. Coming down with the easy dunk is Jeremiah Green. Steal in the backcourt. And another dunk. Keyshawn Underwood. Just like that. Columbus State takes the lead. Boy, Thomas Aranis lost some skin.
You could hear that from our
You could
bench
hear
over
the
here.
skin burning on the hardwood floor.
A good timeout called over here by Coach Marty. Get his team back together, hopefully focused.
So we'll keep it here, and Hannah, we'll talk to you about what's going on in that huddle right now, do you think?
I think Coach Marty's going to tell the boys to settle down and play the game that they know how to play. Don't let the momentum of these Cougars fluster the Commodores as they go out and begin from their timeout again.
You coach a little, don't you? Don't you coach some youth in Avon Lake?
Yeah, I coach for AAU. I coach 4th, 5th, and 6th grade girls.
And how have you liked your coaching experience so far?
I really, really enjoy it. I mean, I like working with a lot of younger kids, and coaching is really just gives me the opportunity to show the girls that even though we're girls, we get overlooked a lot, but if you go out, work hard, and do what you have to do, you're still going to get noticed by people.
What's the greatest frustration of being a youth coach for Hannah Olstrom?
Well, now that I'm in college and I have a lot of experience, it's hard because I have to think they're still young, they have a lot of time to develop, and you just really have to work on the skills with them, not so much the plays, the fancy stuff, the skills.
You can teach them to dribble and shoot, pass, and play defense.
Yes.
They can go a long way with that.
Oh yeah, especially at their age, and then add a little bit of intensity and momentum, and you have a good team going.
Well, Hannah, I think that's just outstanding that you're already coaching as a 20-year-old. Do it. Keep doing it. Columbus State out of that Lorain County Community College timeout. Jovan Jones with the kick. Justin Newman was lucky that he did not have to see a dentist tomorrow morning. He caught that one just in time, didn't he?
A nice quick reflex on that play.
Boy, beautiful ball fake. Everybody went for that one. Sean Hawkins has 10. Hodges to Jones. Jones on a mismatch. Didn't take advantage of it. Drew off a screen, threw it up. Thought he was going to get a foul. Did not. Here comes Columbus State the other way. Lob pass. Bucket missed. Haranis will be called for the foul. 8-2 is the run in the first 2 minutes and 38 seconds of this second half. The run for the visiting team, Columbus State.
Charles Aiden.
Hannah, take us through a night like tonight if you're the visiting team. So let's say this game's in Columbus State and it's a Wednesday night, so classes are, tomorrow morning you said your first one's at 8:30, right?
Correct.
So, do the women, the Columbus State women are leaving right now. Are they heading out, do you think? Do they drive a separate bus, separate van, or?
I'm not really sure. A lot of the other teams that we play against, they normally have one giant coach van.
So you're waiting till the men get done. Men's game started at 7:30. It'll be done around 9:10. By the time everybody gets ready to go, it's Drew Nelson shoots that three. It's late. Then you got a 2.5, 3 hour drive in front of you. It's a haul, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a haul. And then early morning, waking up for class the next day and being focused, it's hard.
Well, the haul is just, being a college athlete.
Oh yeah, but when you get older, you're going to look back and remember these days and realize and wish you kind of were there again. So I guess the hard haul is worth it in the end.
It is worth it all. It's good to hear. They're getting that mismatch inside. The mismatch being the 6'3" Charles Aiden on the 6'7" Jovan Jones.
Number 10, Charles Aiden, his third, team third.
Marsh will come off a Jones screen, get it right back to the big man. Jovan banging away, and they're going to say it's a charging foul on Jovan Jones. This is Jovan's first. So look at number 35 as he heads back down the floor. Jovan on the season averaging nearly a double-double for this Commodore basketball team. 14 points, 8 rebounds per game. Leads the team in block shots. He's got 50 blocks in 25 games. Now, I was never a math wizard, but that's 2 a game. That is an uncontested drive. 8 points for Malik Evans. Newman's going to back it out. 10 seconds to shoot. Drew on the drive. Floater off the glass. Drew Nelson has scored most of his 11 points inside tonight.
He does a really nice job breaking the defense on the first dribble and going up strong and really trying to draw the foul when he can and putting the bucket in for those 2 points.
Hannah, as an offensive player, once you know that you can take your defender on the dribble, as Justin Newman just did, and he's going to shoot free throws, do you try to do it more often? Once you know that matchup-wise, I can take this defender on with one dribble?
Oh yeah, I definitely, when the girl's all up in your face and you know that she can't play good defense on you, it's really nice that you can take the girl and try to get an and one foul, get them in foul trouble, and you just have to know that as a player. If the girl has good defense or not, whether or not to drive or pass.
You got to study the game as you play it. Store that information and use it as it goes on.
Cougars. Austin Bennett and
Justin Newman with 10. 9 points in that opening half. Second leading scorer in the half behind Thomas Haranis, who had 11. He was red hot from outside the arc.
2 points for Newman.
Derek Yankee now in for the Commodores, anchoring that defense in the middle. Shot clock violation. That shot did not get off before the 30-second clock was winding down, so the Commodores will have it. 5 minutes gone in the second half.
Hopefully that good defensive momentum can bring them some points on offense.
Marsh! Hannah Olstrom called for it. Jacob Marsh delivered. He's got 3 threes. Nice recognition and feed from Derek Yankee. Strong drive. Austin Bennett's got 4. This is Newman, lost it, controlled it, wrestled for it. There's a foul on the play. Keyshawn Underwood draws his 3rd foul.
His 3rd team.
Justin Newman off the inbound using the left hand. He has 13. Well, the Commodores did a good job, Hannah, I think, of weathering that storm. The storm meaning the first 5-minute flurry by Columbus State, where they trailed by 3 at halftime, went on a run to start the second half. Could have just ran away with it.
Commodores aren't going to let that happen. They're sticking in this game.
There is always a storm to weather, isn't there?
Yes.
At the line for the Cougars, Keyshawn Underwood. Checking in for the Cougars, Charles Aiden.
Underwood with 8. Charles Aiden, his teammate, 6'3" sophomore guard from Harvest Prep High School in Canal, Winchester, is now in the game. Yankee tried to throw it cross court again to Jacob Marsh, and this one was picked. Here come the Cougars. Derek Yankee goes up, grabs that rebound. Newman to Marsh. Ball was stripped. Commodores will keep it. There's Derek Yankee. Growing his hair out. Got the flow going.
Oh yeah, a lot different than he had at the beginning of the season.
Started with the crew cut. Ball kept alive. Nelson will control it. Drew, left-hand dribble, pass to Yankee. Defense by Columbus State. They go the other way. Missed the dunk. Charles Aiden went up for the dunk. Did not get enough elevation. And he is promptly taken to the bench by his coach, who is talking to him at this present moment, Ed Thompson. Cougars with good defense, though. If you're the guard, and Hannah, I'm sure you were told this from the time you were 8 years old, don't dribble to the sideline on a trap.
Oh yeah, that is definitely a dead spot once you get over that half court. You know, you have the half court line, the sideline, and 2 people trapping you. There's nowhere to go.
Keyshawn Underwood with a 3. He's got 12 points. And the lead is once again Columbus State's. Jacob Marsh is going to back it out, call for a screen. He'll go off the screen. Jovan Jones sees the lane, missed the shot. He'll shoot free throws. Fouls on Jeremiah Green. 4 fouls for Jeremiah Green. 4 fouls, 4 points.
His second. At the line,
Check that.
Jovan Jones.
Green has 2 fouls. Jones had 7 points in that opening half, held scoreless so far here in the second.
Two points for Jones.
Sound of the sneakers squeaking inside the gymnasium here at the Ewing Activity Center. Hodges with a steal. This is Drew Nelson with speed. Drew to the basket. Push. Fouls called on Jeremiah Green. That will be Jeremiah's 3rd, 2nd in the last 2 possessions.
Columbus State calls on number 23, Jeremiah Green, his 3rd.
Speed of the men's game is something to watch, isn't it?
Oh yeah, a lot faster than the speed of a women's game. They push the ball up the floor quicker, they see things faster than we do, but it's really fun to watch.
The Cougars, Sean Hawkins.
That was the 7th team foul for Columbus State. Already, the Commodores in the bonus with nearly 12 minutes left to play in this basketball game. So that's a good thing for them.
That's a big advantage for them now that Columbus State is putting a lot of pressure on them full court. They can't even foul the players without them going to the line. So that gives them a lot of advantage. Go here in the second half with 11 minutes left.
And that's a great point. If you're going to play the aggressive defense like the Cougars do, every foul from here on out are free throws. And in 3 more fouls, it's automatic two free throws from here on out once you get to that double bonus.
That's definitely a nice thing to have, especially with this much time left in the half.
Beautiful recognition by Malik Evans. Feed forward to his teammate Austin Bennett. Bennett's got 6. Marsh in front of his teammates, left it short. That's Bennett with the basketball. Sean Hawkins has 12. Newman lost it, got it back in the face of a double team. Comes Columbus State. Hodges with a foul in the backcourt. Coach Eggleston wants a timeout. His Commodores are down 5. It is a full timeout, a 60-second timeout. So we'll take this opportunity to give you a story on campus in 60 seconds.
The realest part of my dream is my mother and my daughter hopping up in the morning saying, what are we doing today, and getting on the food truck and going to our events. I am Shantae Jackson. I am from Alabama and I grew up in Oberlin, Ohio. Now I reside in Lorain. A barrier that I had was having reliable people to be there to help you. And I've been blessed through the culinary program with classmates that came right out, volunteered their time, and helped me get this thing started and off the ground. Our signature dish is the jerk chicken. The way that we prepare for the food truck is in a bowl style with the seasoned rice, black beans, and fresh pulled chicken. I want to be working with the farmers. I want it to be sustainable, fresh, local, and just top of the line. My mother is 74 years old, and she's moving like she's 26. She's having a ball on the truck. It feels good to give her something to look forward to, and my daughter something to be a part of. Family and community, it's important.
Commodores coming out of that timeout down 5, 10:30 left to play. Led by 3 at halftime. It's been an 8-point swing in the first 10 minutes of this second half. Swing in the favor of the Cougars of Columbus State. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Jones. Newman on the baseline, good defense. Forced Malik Evans to dribble the basketball out of bounds. If you had your choice, would you play zone or man? You yourself. What defense do you like to play? Do you feel you're better at matching up, or?
I feel like I'm a little bit better at man. You know, when you're playing man, you can get in the player's head a little bit more with good defense, make them flustered, make them turn the ball over.
Hannah, is there much of that head game going on the floor? Do you guys talk to each other a lot? Is there?
At the beginning of the season, we struggled with head games, but within our own team rather than the opposing team. Now moving forward, and our season has been successful the last couple games, we have been getting in the heads of other teams, and that's really played to our advantage. It's not necessarily we talk to the other team, but when we talk on defense and we, move the ball well and we're cheering for each other, I think that gets in the head of the other teams.
Cougars on a run. Commodores really needed a stop there. 7-point lead. If that 3 drops, it's a 10-point lead. Columbus State, Hannah, is doing a great job of actually forcing almost the Commodores to put that ball on that sideline in the corner by half court that you so aptly pointed out. 2 defenders plus the sideline plus the half court line, you're boxed in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job of that. And hopefully here we can adjust to that and do a good job of breaking it.
Drew Nelson with a spin that was almost a circus bucket. The drop off the back of the rim is Malik Evans. He's got 12. It was a 10-point lead for Columbus State at 27-17 with 6:50 left in that opening half. And they are dangerously flirting with being back at that 10-point advantage. Hodges with that layup. His first bucket of the game. They needed it. But Sean Hawkins answers. He's got 14. Another timeout on the floor.
Timeout Columbus State. It's a 30-second timeout.
This is a 30-second timeout. We'll keep this one here for 30 seconds. Hannah, are you looking forward to taking that next step for you college-wise, moving on from Lorain County Community College to a 4-year university?
I'm looking forward to it, but I am a little upset. I really enjoyed coming to LC. You know, it's a lot better than I ever thought it would be, and I'm going to miss it moving forward. But I know I can always come back and come watch the team next year, and I'm still a part of this family whether I'm here or not. Absolutely.
And especially if you're at Ursuline, it'd be easy for you to come back. And it'd be hard during the season because you'll be playing your own games, but
yeah, it's not too far, about 50 minutes, and it's straight highway, so that's kind of nice.
Commodores trying to break that press. Hodges missed the layup. Keyshawn Underwood, he's got 14. Leads at 11. Largest lead of the game. Foul in the backcourt. Charles Aiden with the foul. So Hannah, with your basketball knowledge as your source here, how does a game go from a 3-point Commodore lead at halftime to suddenly Columbus State firmly in control?
You know, with that press now that they have here in the second half, you know, they've been getting a lot of running layups. They haven't been getting too many like set plays. They've been getting a lot of fast breaks. So that really can change the tempo of a game, getting points so fast in a game, which happens to us a lot too when we come out in the third half and don't expect to press, and here they are pressing us and run us off the floor for a little bit.
Drew Nelson's going to get another one. Can't talk to the free throw shooter as he's getting ready to shoot. Hannah, have you ever been addressed as you were getting ready to shoot at the foul line?
Oh yeah, many times.
Unbeknownst to the officials, obviously. I think they just gave Drew Nelson another shot because Columbus State, somebody was talking to him as he was shooting his free throw. If I heard the conversation correctly, Thomas Aranis with nice defense. There was another example, though, Hannah, of that fast break look. And here it is again. Corey Baker. He's got 12. Jovan Jones rattled the cage for 3. Jones has 12 points.
For being a post player, he has a pretty nice shot outside of the arc, which really makes him kind of an all-around player with his height and being able to dunk and being able to get inside. He hasn't shot too many threes this season, but he does have that secret shot that he can shoot if they're really off playing him.
And you know what? That makes him a more effective inside player because they've got to come out and respect that. And then if he can ball fake and go by, like you said, it adds another level.
Justin Newman. Sean Hawkins.
Hawkins with 16. Haranis with a ball fake. Will shoot it, and he'll shoot 3 free throws. Sean Hawkins will be called for the foul.
Sean Hawkins is third.
It's Sean's 4th. There's a look at Haranis. Thomas from North Ridgeville High School. North Ridgeville literally in the backyard of Lorain County Community College. Thomas, the top free throw shooter on the team, 82% from the foul line.
Checking in for Columbus State.
Hopefully these few free throws will get his shot back. He hasn't shot too much here in the second half, so he might be a little bit cold coming in, but hopefully these free throws can warm him up, and hopefully we can end with a couple threes here to tie the game up.
Hannah Thomas has not made a shot from the field in the second half in the 14 minutes that we've played. I'm not sure that he's actually, like you said, gotten the shot. I don't know that he has had a field goal attempt in the second half.
He took a little bit of an off-balance shot in the beginning, but, you know, now that he's all warmed up, hopefully he can put some threes away for us.
Commodores are going to get the basketball back. Down 8, 6:01 left. They were down 12 at 68-56. Nine team fouls on Columbus State, so one more. And every time a whistle blows and it's on the Cougars, the Commodores are shooting 2 free throws, guaranteed. And if you can score without the clock winding down when you're down, that is a big advantage for you. Thomas will catch it, shoot it, miss it long. Jones timed that rebound. Jovan went up at the very right moment. Newman strong to the basket, missed a shot off the glass, but Haranis is there for the follow. Thomas has 16. Fouls on Jovan Jones.
Fouls on number 35, Jovan Jones, his fourth, team 6.
Four fouls on Jovan. That will bring Isaiah Linder up off the bench.
Checking in for the Commodores, Isaiah Linder.
Linder from Brooklyn High School, just outside of downtown Cleveland. I think they're the Hurricanes, if I remember correctly. Brooklyn's high school
I think you are right.
Evans from well outside the arc. Malik Evans with 15. This is Haranis, Marsh. Commodores down 9, inside 5 minutes left in this game. Jacob Marsh from 17 feet in the face of a defender. He's got 11. But quickly down the floor, shot partially blocked by Isaiah Linder, then stolen. It's Bennett with the steal and a travel.
The Cougars checking in for those Cougars, Charles Aiden.
Charles Aiden's back in the game for Columbus State. Aiden with just 1 point, free throw in that opening half. Ball stripped. Corey Baker's got 14. Columbus State does a good job of on-ball defense, and that on-ball defender, Hannah, leading the offensive player to the double team. Ball's tipped by Newman.
Yeah, they do a really good job in transition when the ball gets reversed really quick. They're really getting to their spots fast, which is kind of making it harder for the Commodores to get the ball up the floor, but they're doing okay with what they have.
Beautiful tip from Haranis, and that's Justin Newman with the dunk. Ball knocked out of bounds, right at our feet. Commodores are going to get it back. Here's a look at that dunk, Hannah.
Austin Bennett.
We're waiting to get that video replay with a Hannah Olstrom dunk. Your mother would like that.
Oh, she would love it.
Thomas feeling it. Niger chases it down. Newman saves it. Justin, shake and bake, rolled it over and in. Linder with good defense. Newman with a foul.
Couple of fouls on number 1, Justin Newman. His first.
That is Justin Newman's first foul of the game. Shooting foul, so at the line, shooting 2 will be Jeremiah Green. Green, the left-hander, with a real nice, soft left-handed shot. He's got 2 shots from the field in this second half. Jovan Jones back in. Isaiah Linder did a great job. Isaiah Linder did exactly what Coach Eggleston and Coach Lawler wanted him to do.
Oh yeah, he went in there. He got a few tough plays that now that JJ had 4 fouls, and he did it just like he had to do. And now I think with some time he's going to be playing a lot more next year. Absolutely.
Linder, first-year player. Hodges gets it stolen. This is Underwood. Underwood with a nice little pass to Jeremiah Green. Just like that, it's a 7-point game again. It went from 3 to 9 in the blink of an eye.
It's really crazy how fast the score of the game can change.
Coach Eggleston wants a timeout. It's a full timeout, a 60-second timeout. And we've got a story on a young man, just 19, straight out of Elyria High School in the bachelor's degree program in MEMS, Micro-Electro-Mechanical Systems. It's a mouthful. Here's Jake Hugel.
I was kind of unsure of what I wanted to do at first. My mom actually recommended this degree to me. She saw an article about it. I'm Jake Hugel. My day starts around about 6:15 a.m. I wake up, come into the SMART building for work every day around 7. MEMS devices, which stands for Micro-Electro-Mechanical Systems. Super small devices that are pretty much in anything that we use now. We're working on stuff that might be smaller than a human hair. There's always going to be something that can be done to make life easier, and I think these devices really make that happen. I spend most of my day working on my education, doing some sort of schoolwork to better my future. I'm 18 years old. I have 2 paid internships. I have another part-time job in a field that I like doing. It's really important to me because I've been given a really good opportunity here. I like my story and I feel like it's just beginning.
The Commodores were down 68-56, down 12 with 7 minutes left. Over the next 3 minutes and 40 seconds, they cut that lead to 3, 75-72. The gym was loud, there was energy. And then over the next 43 seconds, Hannah, Columbus State took the lead from 3 to 9 in 43 seconds. And that's where we stand.
It's just important that they don't lose that energy here in the last 3 minutes of the game. Hopefully the crowd seems pretty loud right now, and hopefully we can get a good bucket from it.
David Cedeno Martel in the game, feeds Aranis on a back cut. He'll chase down the loose ball, get it to Marsh. So the Commodores with 3 shooters. Cedeno Martel, one of them, missed it long. Jones with a tip, kept it alive. This is Marsh. He'll spot, pass to Newman. Justin, left-handed shot. Newman's got 19. Columbus State with position, missed a dunk. Not only did they miss the dunk, surprised the technical wasn't called on that. Jeremiah Green clearly hung on that rim. Newman with the dribble. Cedeno Martel through the defense. Newman kicks it out. That's Marsh. Good defense by the Cougars, though. They are closing well. Closing on the shooters. This is Newman in the lane. Lost the ball. Jones got it back. Foul on the floor. Jovan's going to shoot 2. because it's a double bonus situation with the 10th team foul for Columbus State.
Austin Bennett, his second, team 10th. Jovan Jones at the line.
Jones with 13. Marsh and Haranis with defense, but the closeout follow by Austin Bennett. Newman straight at the defense. Justin Newman with 21. Commodores not going away. Jacob Marsh pops it.
That three was much needed for the Commodores.
Looking for a steal. Jones with active hands. Marsh, Jovan tying it up. Keyshawn Underwood. Everybody's going to take a deep breath.
That was definitely a little of a ping pong game going on right there.
Isaiah Linder's going to check in.
Checking in for the Commodores.
Keyshawn Underwood's at the line. He's going to shoot the 1-and-1.
For the Cougars.
Make it, you get the second. Keyshawn perfect, 3 of 3 from the foul line. He's got 15 points, 10 of the 15 in the second half. Foul's going to go against Keyshawn Underwood. That will be Keyshawn's 4th. Check that, add another 5th. It's his 4th foul. That's what I had, and then the scoreboard popped up 5. They fooled me a couple of times tonight.
Commodores, Justin Newman.
Commodores are going to foul. Down 5, 25.1 left. They'll send number 25, Keyshawn Underwood, back to the foul line. Underwood, 16 points, 4 of 4 from the foul line. Keyshawn from Zanesville.
The Cougars have definitely showed us that foul shots are a key part of a game, especially one this close.
In the second half, Hannah, they are 8 of 9 from the foul line. Haranis with 19, again a foul, again on Johnson, or Underwood. Keyshawn Johnson, the former All-NFL wide receiver for the, let's see, where did he end his career? New York Jets? This Keyshawn is smooth as silk. Easy money. 8 of 8 from the foul line for Keyshawn Underwood. Newman will fire up a 3. Missed it short. Haranis' follow is good. 4-point game. 8 seconds left. Columbus State doing a good job of getting the ball in the hands of the hot shooter.
Fouls on Thomas Haranis. Plays 2. Checking in for the Commodores, Andrew Nelson.
Thomas Haranis is fouled out with 7.5 seconds left. Haranis with 21 points. That included 4 3-point shots.
2 points for Underwood.
Underwood, or actually Newman, will shoot the 3. And the game is over. 93-87 your final.
87.
Columbus State in an entertaining game, a victory over the home team, the Commodores of Lorain County Community College. So LCCC drops to an even 13-13 on the season, 7-7 at home and 4-9 in conference play. Columbus State improves to 13-7 on the year, 10-3 in conference play, and 8-3. Impressive on the road. Hannah, thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me today.
You did an outstanding job. You are welcome back at any time. Go home, get that homework done, and back at your 22 credit semester tomorrow morning.
Just like it is every day, but I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Keep up the great work. Hannah Olstrom, the point guard for the women's basketball team, joining us for the men's game tonight. Her team victorious 81-67 as they improve to 6-6 in conference play and continue to set records for a single season. Hannah, thanks a lot. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Safe drive home. And for all of you out there, thanks for watching Lorain County Community College basketball on LCCC's YouTube channel. Have a great night.